November often feels like the moment when garden goes quiet, when everything slows down and settles in for winter. But here is the secret, your garden story isn't over yet. In this video we are going to look at exactly what you can plant in November, the vegetables that thrive in cooler weather and the ones that set you up for an early spring harvest. And make sure you stick around until the end, because I will show you one vegetable that actually turns sweeter after a touch of frost. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about garlic. Garlic is one of the best crops to plant in November. It needs a long growing season, and planting it in autumn gives it plenty of time to develop strong roots before winter sets in. Simply separate the cloves, plant them pointy side up, about 5 cm deep, and leave them to do their thing. You will see the first green shoots in early spring, and by summer you will have big, healthy bulbs ready to harvest. So while most vegetables are finished for the year, garlic is just getting started. Next, consider onion and shallots. Onion and shallots also love being planted in autumn. They are slow growers, so giving them an early start in November helps them mature earlier next year. Plant them in well-draining soil, with the tips just above the surface. They will quietly establish roots during winter and really take off as soon as spring arrives. So if you like low-maintenance crops that basically grow themselves, these are perfect. Now let's talk about leafy greens. If you live somewhere with mild winters, you can still plant hardy greens like spinach, kale or winter lettuce. They handle cool weather really well. They grow better when it's not too hot. Cover them with a light fleece or cold frame to protect them from frost, and they will keep producing through much of the winter. So even in November, your garden can still give you fresh, healthy greens. Broad beans are another great November crop. Planting them now helps them develop strong roots and get ahead of spring. They will grow slowly through winter, then surge once temperatures rise. Hardy pea varieties can also be sown now in mild areas. They will overwinter and give you early pods next year. So if you are patient, planting in November means harvesting earlier than most gardeners next season. If you don't have outdoor space, November is also a great month to grow indoors. Try herbs like parsley, chives and coriander. They grow well on a bright windowsill. You can also grow microgreens or sprouting seeds, which only take a week or two and give you fresh, nutrient-rich greens even in the middle of winter. Even when it's freezing outside, you can still keep growing something green and fresh inside. And don't forget about preparing for spring. If your ground is too cold to plant, you can still prepare for next season. Add compost, mulch your beds, or sow a cover crop like clover or rye to protect the soil over winter. These steps feed the soil and make a big difference when spring comes. In other words, November isn't the end of the gardening season. It's the start of the next one. And there is that bonus I mentioned earlier. There is one vegetable that actually tastes better after being hit by frost, and that's Brussels sprouts. When the temperature drops, the cold turns the plant starches into sugars, so the flavor becomes sweeter and less bitter. It's not your way of improving the taste and a great reason to grow them late in the year. So to sum up, November is a great month to plant garlic, onion and shallots, sow hardy greens, broad beans and peas, grow herbs and microgreens indoors, and prepare your soil for spring. There is always something happening in the garden, even when it looks quiet. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and let me know in the comments what you are planting this month. Thanks for watching and happy growing!